I'm John Russo, police chief for the Rutherford Police Department, Rutherford, New Jersey. About a year ago, we had a meeting with the Bergen County Police Chiefs Association where you gave a presentation pertaining to safely back home, along with North Arlington Police Department, who were newly on board with the program, and they were very happy with it. It's something that's going to benefit the town, obviously. It's going to benefit the police department and anyone who has the ability to sign up and take advantage of this program. We truly believe that the benefits for those individuals that have a tendency to wander away from their homes, whether they're special needs children, autistic children, or even elderly now that may be suffering from Alzheimer's or similar types of illnesses. It will help those individuals tremendously because people may become aware of what their situation is. It also gives peace of mind to the family members that live with these individuals, because nothing worse than coming home and find your loved one missing. So anything that they can do to help expedite that return home, safe return home, I'm all for it. So it's just a tremendous amount of benefits here. On the police end of it, for us, any service call is basically an investigation. But with this program, it kind of gives us a head start. So if we come across an individual, or if we have a resident in town that is missing, we have a data bank and a direct place to go to that can expedite our investigation and our services. I had a few officers whose grandparents or grandfather actually went wandering and actually got out of town. And once they leave the boundaries of our community, it makes it that much more difficult. And then you're also battling time as well. So that's on the ones that leave. If we were to come across someone who's a wanderer or may not know exactly where they are or what they're doing, without any information on them or identification, it's quite a bit of work on our part. Obviously, we have to bring the individual up here because we know it's going to be a long-term investigation, and then we go through agency by agency, town by town, to see if anyone is familiar with this individual. We'd have to get a picture out onto social media. We'd have to review local reports to see if anyone has been reported missing. We put all that together, and that's just to get an identification. And then from there, we have to try and contact a family member or a responsible individual. With this program, having a database at home, if somebody were to wander outside of Rutherford and come into contact with a police officer, they'll have that information on their sleeve, and it's only a matter of a phone call, relaying an ID number, and we can have all the information and emergency contact information you need within seconds. We're a 24/7 operation, and any one of my tour commanders that's running the desk at any time during the day will have access to the program. So it's truly just a few keystrokes, and we'll be able to provide anyone with that information, which is important, especially in this geographic here. We're so many small towns and so congested that just in Bergen County you have close to 70 police departments, 70 different town halls and rescue companies. So the key here is education, not just the family members, not just the individuals in question here. It's the public in general. If they understand what this program is, they can take the time, or somebody just happens to glance by and sees an imprinted T-shirt, they can give us a call. And even if that individual isn't lost at that time, it's still a safety check for us, and it's practice for us. And when the time comes, we're hoping that it'll kick in, and we'll get people safely back home relatively quickly. The way I see the program, as long as you have that telephone number and an ID number to reference when we get up here, we could pack that file with as much information as that family or individual feels comfortable with. And no matter how much information you give me, we can go through that. We can become familiar with it at the time of a call or a query for another town, and get that information out there. So I'm open for it. I think that's a great suggestion, and I think it's a great route for your company to go.